once you've got it figured out, you're well on your way to producing a terrific score. One that connects with you, and if it connects with you, it'll connect with the director and it's going to connect with the audience. Hi, I'm Cameron Patrick, Head of Screen Music here at AFTRS. My initial musical studies were as a performer in violin and viola. And as I went through my UQ bachelor's degree, I developed a real interest in arranging and composing. So I was lucky enough to leave after I graduated from UQ and head over to the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. While I was in LA, I was very fortunate to have some incredible professional experience working for Warner Brothers on a number of children's animated television series. I also have been orchestrating for feature films for a long time as well, and really happy and proud to have been associated with some incredibly busy and successful composers like Michael Giacchino and Mark Isham. My 3 tips today are going to be the 3 pillars of good film scoring practice. Collaborate. If you don't, you risk being fired off the project. Simple as that. How can you gel with your other creative partners if you're not willing to sit and listen and talk and discuss and, in essence, collaborate with them? You're working to someone else's creative vision when you're writing music for the screen. You're not just sitting there in your home studio writing music for yourself. So always remember that. Communicate. Communicating and being prepared to communicate effectively is super important. It's really top priority to open clear and effective channels of communication between you and your collaborators. And what's important is that you find a common language to talk about the issues with the film. You don't have to talk in musical terms. That might be something that the director is not comfortable with or experienced with. Much better to talk in emotional and storytelling terms. That way you can get to the very core of what you're trying to get across without clouding or muddying the waters, if you like, with quasi-musical terms that may, like I said, not be accurate or effective. Be willing to compromise. This perhaps could be the most difficult, but you have to know that you're going to have to rewrite your music at some point. You're going to have to either do total rewrites or just tweaks, depending on the brief and the response and the reactions of the director and the producer. Don't take it to heart. It's part of being prepared to collaborate. You'll have to do rewrites, you'll have to do drafts, and it might be complete, throw it all out and start from scratch, or it might just be a matter of little tweaks here and there. But just know that it's going to be a part of the process. Build it into your schedules, build it into your budgets, and build it into your sleeping patterns, because you're going to have to rewrite and change stuff and do things at the last minute. Okay, so if you enjoyed that, keep an eye out for part 2, and we'll have a chat about organizing the building blocks for your score.